Your next comic's been coming very consistently. They're very funny. Give it up for Mitch Nelson, everybody! There we go. That's even better. Mitch Nelson, everybody!
Man, that was awkward. Made me a little nervous. So you guys get this story. It's my nervous story. I'm a gadget guy. I like to play with, tech and toys and stuff. I was trying to do computer science, but there was too much math back in the 80s. So, but I still like to play with all the little toys, the tech stuff. And anyway, I moved recently to Olympia, and the only place I could find in that room to put my phone is at the foot of my bed. And so I got it all set up. I stood it up and, found an app to make it be like an alarm clock so I could still see what time it was. But as soon as I laid down and got comfortable, a text came. I had to get all the way up, go figure out what was going on. So the next night I got home and I started playing with the laptop because it's got a longer cord. I could reach it, right next to the bed. So I was playing with the laptop and I found this remote app. I was so excited. I got all the, I could see who was calling and ignore it or get up and decide to answer it. And I could answer some texts and everything. And then I saw this other icon, a camera. And so I flipped it on and then I screamed and threw the computer off to the side. I'd forgotten I was naked. This big old fat ugly looking dude on the screen. So yeah, like I said, that's my nervous story because I heard that if you're doing a presentation and you're nervous, you're supposed to have the audience imagine you naked. So far it seems like it's working. This is great. But I do miss Utah. You guys might be surprised that one of the things I really enjoyed down in Utah was I got into ice climbing. And so I'm out there ice climbing one day, and I learned it from rock climbing. Had some other stories about that, but it was fun. I was getting up there, and then as I was trying to chop a hole in the ice to get another grip, I hit my own rope. And I started sliding, and I'm screaming down the hill, and I'm grabbing anything I can, and it's really hard with these hands, but I'm trying to grab anything I can. And finally, I'm hanging by these two fingers right here, and I'm thinking, wow, I am not built for this hobby. But what put the nail in the coffin on that was more of the rock climbing side. I was the belayer. And my guy slipped, and I could not get a good grip on that rope. I tried, and so he came down, and I had to go out. I ran up to him, and I was like, dude, how many fingers am I holding up? And he didn't know, so I was like, oh, CPR. And I forgot I had my climbing spikes on still, and I killed him. And that's why I have to move to Utah, move to Washington from Utah. I'm not allowed back. So anyway, I decided I'd go back to something I know really well, and I'm just going to go back to my old standby, teaching American Sign Language. Thanks, guys.
Mitch Nelson, everybody! Don't let him back into Utah. We're looking for his ass.